Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video is a match preview. First versus second, Luton Town versus Portsmouth. Now this is possibly one of the biggest games of the season, and it's happening quite early in the season. Like, we're at the halfway point now. Normally you would want something like this type of game a little bit later, but for us Luton fans, we're getting it quite early. Like any other match day preview, I do talk about the game before, and that was against Southend United away from home. A 1-0 win, a comfortable win. Matty Pearson with the goal from the corner. Could have had more. You know, I've watched the highlights, and we were pretty much all over Southend. I don't think Southend had any like clear-cut chances. Didn't really cause us any problems, and we could have easily have got more goals, but we got the goal, we got the win, got the clean sheet, and we are performing really well. We are unbeaten in 16 games. I think it's our longest unbeaten run in the history since we've been in the EFL, which is absolutely fantastic. Mick Harford deserves a lot of credit for that. Yes, Nathan Jones does, because he was obviously our manager before, but Mick does deserve a lot of credit, and so do the players, because they could have easily have gave up and decided, nope, we wait to our new manager, but no, they kept going. And they're doing really well. Now, nothing's really changed regards to the manager situation at Luton. Like, we've had the former Oxford manager, I think he came out to the BBC saying that he was interested in the Luton job, which is obviously fantastic. I wouldn't mind him as a manager. But then, there's a lot of us, including myself now, which are thinking, shall we just give it to Mick Harford to the end of the season? Like, is there a point of distracting the way we're playing at the moment? Like, is there any point of changing? I don't know. It's a little bit, it could go either way if we bring in a new manager. If we bring in a new manager, they may decide to change things, and then we could carry on performing, or we can obviously start not performing. So it's really weird, and it's really weird on how to work it out, because we just don't know. Obviously, whatever happens, whoever's in charge from now to the end of the season, I just want them to try their best to continue this form what we're on, continue the way we've been playing at the moment, and in my eyes, at the end of the year, we should be in the playoffs no matter what. Now we've got a decent squad now who are capable of being in the playoffs. It's a very strong squad, and nothing, I feel like the team spirit at the moment is the strongest it's ever been since, especially in the last couple of years. It's the strongest I've ever seen it. Like, everyone's loving the football at the moment. It's fantastic at the moment, and it's really good to see. The one thing which I want to clear up quickly in this video, I was going to make a separate video on this, but I'm going to just mention it in this video now, and if it gets any worse in the future, I will bring it back up again. Paddy Ruddock. Now, a lot of fans are criticising him, saying that he needs to be dropped and all that. I don't think people realise we're top of the league. We're top of the league for a reason. We're 16 games unbeaten for a reason, you know. Everyone's performing, you know. Players in a season are going to have a couple of games where they are not performing. James Collins, for example, first 6-7 games in the season, he didn't score a goal, you know. Who was our best player at the start of the year? Paddy Ruddock, you know. Pelly, on his day, is one of the best midfielders in this league, and that's for a fact. People saying he's rubbish. I've even seen comments on social media saying they would drive him to a new team. Absolutely idiots. They are so stupid, those fans who actually say that, because Pelly is wanted by championship clubs, you know. He has to be good, you know. For a championship side to want a League One player, they must have something in them to be capable of progressing. And people need to realise as well, Pelly has transformed into a new position, yeah? He was a centre half at West Ham. As soon as he came to Luton, now he's been at Luton for 5 years. In that 5 years, he's had a transformation period. He's been transformed into a centre back, into a box-to-box midfielder who can be very good defensively and be very good attacking wise. Now, on his day, Pelly could be any player on his day. He's the most fouled, I think it came out like last week or 2 weeks ago. He was the top 5 most fouled player in the league. So he gets battered quite a lot. You know, ever since Nathan Jones obviously took over, Pelly's played so many minutes. You know, normally we see an injured Pelly, but we haven't. His attitude's changed completely. You know, yes, he loses the ball, he gives the ball away, and he doesn't track back for that. I get that. I understand why fans find that frustrating. But what he does, he brings the energy. He brings a lot more than what like he doesn't bring, if that makes any sense at all. He is a great player. He just needs to work on his attacking side of things. Once he works on that, he will be a great player. I think he's still like 25 years old, Pelly. So I feel like fans need to back off a bit on Pelly, because Pelly, for me, even though he's my favourite player, and I don't care if I'm being biased, I feel like he does a great job, you know, and he has been one of our best performing players this season. And if I know he doesn't bring the assists and he doesn't bring the goals, but that's not his job. You know, his job is to link up the play, can make sure he causes problems for the defenders. You know, in fact, I think he's created a lot of chances this season. It's just sometimes we just don't take his chances which he creates. And he's the best player for like keeping the ball in the 90th minute. You know, if you need to like hold the lead and like keep it going, he's the best player for that. He's the best player for in the 85th minute to liven up. He has that second gear energy which you need towards the end of the game. So for me, Pelly is a decent player, and I feel like fans are being very overcritical of Pelly Ruddock, and it's a little bit stupid, some of the comments I am reading about him. But anyway, that's enough about Pelly. On to this game against Portsmouth. Apparently they signed Omar Bogle, I think that's how you say his name, the former Grimsby Town and Cardiff City man. That's a quality signing if that happens. I am recording this video early in the morning on Monday, so if it has happened, then yeah, that's a fantastic signing. But yeah, he's a quality player. If Portsmouth get him, he's quality. And I know that Portsmouth had about 3 out of the 4 players recalled back from loan, so hopefully we can take advantage. And I know Portsmouth have been dropping points recently, so yeah, I don't know if it's the perfect time to play Portsmouth, but we definitely need to make sure we don't lose. For me, against Portsmouth is a must not lose game. And if we can get a draw, I'd be happy. If we get a win, that'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, for me, it's don't lose. We are unbeaten still at home this season in the league, so it'd be even more important if we can get a result at Portsmouth. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. My score prediction for the Portsmouth game will be a 1-1 draw. I would think McArthur would pick the same starting 11 that played against Southend. Like, there's no need to change anything. Don't change something which is going really well. Don't ever do that, because then problems start occurring. But anyway, hopefully we keep the same starting 11, and hopefully we can get a positive result against Portsmouth. So guys, that is the end of the video. Drop a like if you did enjoy it. Comment down below your thoughts over Pelly Ruddock. Obviously, I think he's amazing. That's because he's my favourite player. But I do feel like fans are overly criticising Pelly Ruddock. But that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts for the Portsmouth game and obviously Pelly Ruddock, like I've said. Follow me on all my social media if you haven't done already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you guys in the next video.